Good afternoon, everyone. A pleasant Sunday. Good afternoon to you, all viewers and subscribers, Facebook friends and family. Good afternoon. It's coming here. Greetings coming from Mima, right out of Mima's kitchen. And I just hope that every one of you are doing good, great. Today, guys, I will be making rice and peas. I would say Jamaican style because that's the only style I know. I'll be making rice and peas today. And just tune in and watch with me while I make my rice and peas. This is what this is a coconut cream, people, friends, guys. And this one here says organic creamed coconut. And this one is the coconut milk. And you can also use the coconut that you buy in the shell, the real coconut from scratch. But I don't have no coconut right now. Sometimes it's hard for me to find good coconut in the store. So, and I'm not going to be cooking no peas. I'm going to go use this pigeon peas, which we call gungo peas in Jamaica. It's cooked already. And scallion, thyme, and a peg of garlic. And also, let me run over here and get my Scotch bonnet pepper. One large Scotch bonnet, Jamaican Scotch bonnet green pepper. It doesn't have to be large, it can be any size, but it has to be a green pepper. So this is for the rice and peas. Coconut milk, the peas. I'm not using the milk in a can today. I'm going to be using the coconut cream. Let me put the camera down a little bit. I will be using the coconut cream. Scallion, garlic, one big Scotch bonnet pepper from my garden, thyme from my garden, the pigeon peas, coconut cream, salt, and rice. I like to use this kind of rice, like long grain rice. Doesn't matter which brand, as long because when I use the jasmine rice, it makes it kind of soft. So I like to use just regular long grain rice. And I'm going to use 2 pounds of rice to do my rice and peas. And I'm going to go, give me a minute, I'm going to cut the rice, cut the bag. And I'm going to be using 2 pounds of long grain rice today. Sometimes I use jasmine rice, but today I'm not using jasmine rice. I have my scale over here. Scale. Turn the scale on. Put it in pounds. Zero it. I'm going to try to use about 2 pounds of rice. About. Alright, that's 2 pounds of rice. And I'm gonna just open my peas. I'm gonna rinse off my can. Oh, it's not opening right. The thing is not coming off good. I'm breaking off the thing that's supposed to put it up. So this is my peas for my rice pot. I'm gonna go ahead and put the peas in the pot. The pigeon peas is already in the pot, and I already put 1 coconut milk in there, cream already ahead of time, and 1 spoon of salt. So now the coconut cream is just boiling up with the peas, and I'm gonna rinse off these guys here. And cut up my 2 stalks of scallion. This is rice and peas, but it is Jamaican style with pigeon peas. This is how I cut up my scallion, so when I'm eating it, all of the flavor will go in there. I don't have to throw away none. I don't have to take out that long scallion and throw away. We just eat it with the rice. So my scallion cut up. This is my 1 peg of garlic. You know, I pound it. Like I mash, I pound it. So I'm gonna go ahead, throw in my scallion, my thyme from my garden, my scotch bonnet pepper from my garden. I'm gonna throw it in to the pot now with the peas and the coconut. I'm adding a little water to it because I did not have sufficient water in the pot. So now the peas is boiling up. The peas was pre-cooked when I bought it in the can. It was already cooked. So I'm not really cooking it right now. I'm just kind of letting it boil up because it's already cooked. When you buy peas in the cans, they're cooked already. And I also want to put allspice that we call it pimento. So my husband doesn't like when I put the big pimento grain inside of the pot in the rice. So I always have to blend it out. So here's my blended allspice, which is the pimento. And I'm going to put this little bit of like quarter of a teaspoon of the grounded pimento. I'm gonna go wash my rice at this time. I'm gonna go wash my 2 pounds of long grain white rice. Finish washing my rice. Checking on my pot to see. Yeah, it's boiling up. It's good, boiling up good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my rice in my pot over here. And you drain pot cover off before you put it down because you don't want to drain the water in the stove. And this is kind of what it looks like. The rice and peas. That's what it looks like. And I'm gonna just go ahead, cover it, and just see I put my big Scotch bonnet pepper in, and I'm gonna cover my pot, and I'm gonna leave it there for like 20 minutes, and I'll come back and check upon my pot. And people, I'm also making brown stewed chicken to go with my rice and peas today. Got my pot here. As soon as the rice pot starts to boil up, when it starts boiling up, I am going to raise up the pot on top of this. This is for keeping the rice from burning. You know, we got this with the stove. You raise the rice and turn the fire down low. Otherwise, the rice will burn and stick to the pot bottom. So I'm going to put this as soon as it starts boiling up underneath the rice pot to prevent the rice from burning. And for my brown stewed chicken, people, I have my pot there on the fire. Let me turn it on. I will put just 1 tablespoonful of, at this time I'm using coconut oil, the cold press, extra virgin. I'll put 1 spoonful of coconut oil in the bottom of the pot, to grease it, because I'm going to do brown stewed chicken, but I don't want too much oil in there. And this is how the coconut oil gets under 70 degree, it will become solid. So I'm gonna put a little bit more, because I'm gonna have to fry my chicken for the brown stew. And for my brown stew chicken, let me get it. It is right here. In the interest of time, I went ahead and just clean my chicken and season up my chicken, because when you season up the chicken before, smells so good. Smells so good, guys. So good. When you season up the chicken or whatever meat you're cooking ahead of time, it marinates. So I did season this up from last night. But if you didn't season it up from last night, you can still season it up the day when you're cooking it. But make sure you do it before you're ready to put it in the pot, so the seasoning can soak, marinate in it. And for this brown stewed chicken, guys, I am using Mima's original jerk seasoning. A little 1 spoon of Grace browning and 4 tablespoonfuls of Mima's original jerk seasoning. You can use whatever jerk seasoning you want, you have, but because these are mine and these are what I use, then I'll tell you what I'm using in here. I use a little bit of allspice, which is pimento, grounded pimento, like a half teaspoon of grounded pimento, and like a half a teaspoon of this just for salt. And that's all for now. That's all what I use in my, and I'm gonna go ahead now and put my chicken that I season up from overnight, so it could have a better flavor, you know, and taste, marinate and taste much better. So I season it up. I go ahead and season it up from overnight so it'll taste much better. And I'm gonna go ahead and start putting my meat. I'm starting to put my meat in the pot, guys. It's hot enough. If it's too hot, then you have to turn down the fire a little bit. Already check my pot and it starts boiling up. Oh yeah. I have to lift it up. Lift up the rice pot with this. See, it's not close to the fire anymore. Looks like it has too much water in there. So I am going to go ahead. If you see too much water, you can take some out. You go ahead and take some out. Because if there's too much water in there, then the rice will be too soft. And I also, you know, it's not really a must, but I also like to put a little foil paper over it. When I'm steaming my rice, I take a piece of foil paper and put on top. You don't have to do this, but some people do it. And I put my flame on low. You have to put the flame on low so your rice doesn't get burned. Now I'm going to just go ahead and finish putting my chicken into the pot. I'm using one stone killing two birds. And this chicken is like almost 4-pound chicken. Like 3 3/4 pounds of chicken here. I would call it 4 pounds of chicken. Wash, cut, clean. You wash it with vinegar. Then you season it up with 1 spoon of the grease browning, 4 tablespoons of Mima's original jerk seasoning, a 1/4 spoon of allspice, which is also called the pimento, and 1/2 teaspoon of this seasoning, just because for salt purpose. And like 1 or 2 tablespoons of this coconut oil here, because you have to fry up the meat, so you need some oil in the pot. And the rest of the oil will come from the chicken. So this is that. The jerk seasoning, the browning, the allspice, the coconut oil, and the Goya seasoning. That's for, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my other seasoning that I use on the chicken. I'll be right back. Oh, where is it? Well, I'll keep right now. Let me turn the meat here. Frying up my meat. And I will be right back in a minute. At this time, this is what the brown stew chicken looks like, guys, people. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and get all the seasoning that I prepared. And I'm going to add. So this is what I prepared for the brown stew chicken. Onion, 3/4 of a medium-sized onion, chopped, wash, peel, and chop. 1 medium-sized carrot, chopped up, and a little piece of Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper, small piece, this yellow thing here. I cut them into very, very small pieces because I don't want it to burn me. And don't put the seeds in there. And I have thyme. This is onion, garlic, scallion, thyme, carrot. I'm going to throw into the pot when I'm seasoning it up. And this is for 2 medium-sized white potatoes, washed, chopped, and diced. And I'm going to throw them in the pot. Show the potatoes in the pot right now. Okay. Pouring the potatoes into the pot, guys. 2 medium-sized white potato. And I'm going to pour some water in there as well. Stew chicken. With some water. I'm pouring water so the potatoes can get cooked and get soft. My fire is a little too high. So I'm going to go ahead and cover my pot and let my pot stay there, and because I have to let the potatoes cooked before I can add all the seasoning. Also, I'm going to put sweet peppers too. All these sweet peppers that come from my garden, I'm going to add some chopped sweet peppers, green and yellow sweet peppers and red, to this seasoning here. Here's my seasoning. And I'm going to grab my sweet peppers, and I'll be right back when it's done cooking and I'm ready to pour these in. So, okay, people. My potato is done cooked. So, right now, I am gonna be cutting up my thing here, my red, yellow, and green sweet pepper. These all came from Nima's garden. I'm gonna cut them up for the stewed chicken. For the stewed chicken. Okay. These are all frozen pepper. You know, in the summertime when I plant my garden, then I have a lot of peppers, so I would save it by freezing them. That's a good way to preserve your vegetables, by freezing. I'm going to use all of this. See my lovely orange color pepper. I plant all different kinds, colors, peppers. And maybe this is probably sufficient. And I'm going to just go ahead and pour this out into what I had before. My 2 stalks of scallion, my 1 medium carrot, my 1 medium onion, my piece of thyme, and 1 peg of garlic. I'm going to combine the sweet with multicolored sweet peppers together. Now I'm going to pour it into a pot with my stewed chicken over there. Come on, I'm fixing the camera. Drain off the pot cover properly so you don't burn yourself or damage the stove. I'm going to go ahead and pour in all of this seasoning. And it's okay to, if you like, you can add a little teeny piece of butter to your stewed chicken, which I'm gonna do now. Small piece, maybe like a spoonful. And also, if you like, you can also add one spoonful of tomato ketchup. If you like, if you don't have to, but if you I like to put a little bit of ketchup into my chicken. So guys, this pot here is almost finished. Just gonna cover it down and let the carrots cook and the scallion and the onion or whatever cooks, and I'm gonna dip a little water in there again because the pot it looks dry, like it doesn't have no gravy, and you want to have gravy with your stew chicken so you can, when you're eating your rice, you have some gravy. And just remember not to put the pepper seed in if you're a person that doesn't like pepper. If you can't handle the pepper, don't put the Scott bonnet seed in. And my rice is all done over there. My rice is all done. Bring it over here. This is my rice. Come on, what's turning around? The rice is right here. The rice is finished. This is the rice, guys. Rice and peas, gungo peas, pigeon peas, Jamaican style. And now I'm still waiting on the stew chicken to get done. Okay. Still waiting on my stew chicken to get done, guys. So I'll see you in a few I'm trying to fix the camera. I'll see you in a few minutes when, see guys, I have this new gimbal stand that I'm using. I don't understand it so good as yet. I'm just practicing to use this thing. So sometimes I have a little bit of difficulty with this thing. So please bear with me. Okay. So that's the pot there. Almost ready. I'll see you in a little bit when I'm ready to shut that fire off and to put share my food out. Okay, guys. This is my stewed chicken right here. All done and ready to be served. This is my rice and peas. Stewed chicken. Okay, that's it. Now I'm gonna get ready to put the food on the plate. So I will be right back in 1 minute.